Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Mitzi69 and we are back with a new tank in store. It is the Hafen, another Valkyrie tank like the Edelweiss, the Nameless, etc. And it's come in store yesterday for a hefty price of 10,000 gold. Now, we will talk about that at the end of the video, but looking at the stats, it's not a bad tank. DPM 2461, penetration 145, which is lower than a lot of other tier 7 mediums, and it's got 190 alpha, the rate of fire 12.95 with a reload of 4.6 seconds, and it's got an 82mm gun. The aim time is 1.72 with the dispersion 0.335, and a gun depression of 7 degrees. Now, when I first played this tank, I played it before it was for sale in the test room, in the test server, and I thought the only thing that this tank lacked was the gun depression. I thought it was going to be around, it felt like around 5 degrees. And then I see on the stats here that it's 7 degrees. It really does not feel like 7 degrees. Now, the speed 52 kilometers per hour, so it's got nice speed. The front hull armor is 100mm. You've got the side of your hull is 120 and the rear 75, and pretty much the same as the turret. 120 on your turret, 120 on the side of your turret, and 75 on the rear. So you're gonna get the occasional bounce. Especially if you side scrape. If you side scrape, you're going to get a few bounces. If you're directly facing a tank, you're not going to get that many bounces. But if you start angling, you will get a few bounces. So first up we have, Copperfield. Here we go. We've got Copperfield. And the enemy have got 3 mediums and a light tank. And we have 3 mediums and a light tank. So the matchmaking here is absolutely perfect. Can't complain at all. And then we see the VK to the left along with a couple of heavies, but there are a couple of tanks to our right, but we know all our mediums are this side, so if we can take that VK out, we can then rush the mediums. So what we do, we get the VK down to a one shot, so there's no point leaving him in the middle of the map. We might as well go take him out while he is on his own, and you can see the speed getting there is not too bad. So already the tank is not a bad tank. It's not a very good tank, but it's not a bad tank either. And a lot of people will not buy this tank because it is a fantasy tank. Now, in all fairness, I really give a crap if it's fantasy, if it's real, if it's made up, or if it just anything like that. It's a tank in the game that you can buy, and it's not a bad tank. That is all that I care about. If it's a good tank, I'm going to buy it, whether it is made up or not. That is, of course, if the price is not bad either. So we've taken out that VK now. Now we can start rushing the 2 tanks that are around here. I am getting shot from behind, so we do need to push forward. The Bulldog takes out the Panther. Now the T-34 gets one shot into me, and luckily he's going to come back and he's going to low roll, leaving him on a one shot, which means we can take him out. But he has damaged my driver, which means now I have to be careful. I'm not going to get to the position I need very quick. There is 3 heavies still alive, and I'm on 22 HP. So all I need is a little HE shot into me and I am dead. And you can see the KV-1S up there. We get one shot into him. The IS-2 up there misses the Cromwell, who is also a one shot. But now the enemy are capping B, which is the T-29. So we're going to stay here, and we keep getting spotted, so we do need to be careful. As I've said, I'm only a HE shot. And luckily now we have opened up all 3 tanks, so I know I'm in a position I can't get shot. Our VK, not sure what he's doing, but now he's in a lot of danger because he's got the IS-2 and he's got the T-29. So we're going to try and help him as best we can. We do get the pounce on the T29, however, but now on his bottom plate, no problem penning that with AP, and we can take him out. Leaving the IS-2 in the middle, I can repair my driver at last, and we can see the KV-1S pushing. He's just shot. I'm thinking he's on a long reload, but he's not, and luckily he misses, but we do bounce. Now we're going to try and circle him again. We bounce him. He is the only one left alive, so my other teammate is full health, so even if I die, it shouldn't be a problem in winning, but we managed to take him out anyway. Not the best game. We lost too much HP against the mediums, but we still finished on a first class, 2.3k damage, and we make 67,000 credits. 4 kills. Not too bad on the credit earnings. We didn't do amazing, and we still got 67,000 credits. There was no mission there. 200 assistant damage there. We spotted only 2 tanks, and we got 130 supremacy points. So not the best game, but it was still quite a nice game. Now, next up, again, it's a tier 6 battle. There's 4 tier 6s and 3 tier 7s. Now, me and this Black Prince, the OP Black Prince, are going to work well as a team, and we pretty much carry the team single-handedly. So we didn't need the other 5 teammates on our team. So we're going to push the middle because the enemy have got 2 mediums and a light tank, and again, we've got 2 mediums and a light tank, 1 tank destroyer, and 3 TDs, 3 heavies. So again, matchmaking has worked perfectly for these last 2 games, and I mean perfectly. Exactly the same, not the same tanks, but exactly the same tank types on each team, which is how it should be. It should, obviously we can't do it all the time, depending on how many players are in the queue, but it goes to show that it can happen. People moan about matchmaking, but this is the perfect 2 battles. Now, we got the Tiger one there. Now, just watch where he is. He's sitting up there. Not sure why he's sitting up there, and he bounces us. We do bounce him, and now we've got the T-37 to our left. We missed 1 shot. We missed 2 shots, but we have the Black Prince with me, so we're going to push him because he's the quicker tank. I like getting rid of the quick tanks before the heavy tanks. He's now going to try and rush. He's going to push round. He's going to get 1 shot into us, but the Black Prince is just behind me with that crazy DPM, and we're going to take him out. So there's 1 tank down each, and as I was saying about the Tiger in the position, he hasn't moved. He's not AFK. He's still there. He hasn't moved at all. Even now, I'm shooting him, and you can see I'm trying to bait a shot out of him. I'm angled just a little bit, and we do manage to get a bounce from him. And now the Black Prince is with me. We can use our DPM. We're going to set him on fire. I don't know what tank is it. I'm not sure what tank it is behind me, but he's using HE, which he only done 2 damage. But luckily, I set him on fire, so I got the kill. Now you can see I'm just staying with this Black Prince. He's full health. Together we can pump out a lot of damage, and I'm hiding behind the both of them. Hopefully not get the target, be targeted. But now they are capping B. So what I decided to do, I think there's only 1 tank down there, so I'm going to go and try and take him out. But there isn't. There is a KV2. Luckily, he didn't get his full HE roll. And now I do mess up here because I'm not aiming. The reason I'm not aiming is because there's a KV2. I need to see exactly where he is at all times, which means going around this brick wall, and you can see I'm trying to avoid that KV2, but it didn't matter. Black Prince takes him out, and I can take out the Type 58. Now the Sentinel has come in. He probably isn't aware how much DPM the Black Prince has got, and he's going to get deleted very quickly. So it is now 4 against 2. The IS up here, who is on half hit points, and we get 1 shot into him before he goes around the corner. And there is an SU-152 at the back, nearest spawn, so I do need to be careful of him. And now we're going to pretty much flank around and try and get the IS-2 in from both directions. So you got the Black Prince in one direction, I'm going to come behind, but it really didn't matter. The Black Prince didn't need my help with his DPM, but we managed to kill still anyway. So that is now 3 kills for me and 3 kills for the Black Prince. So now it is just this SU left, and I'm not going to be stupid and poke out. I'm not going to be greedy and go for the damage. I can see the Black Prince is getting damaged, so there's no point me poking out. That is just greedy if you do poke out. And now finally I see he has shot, I poke out, and we get the bounce. And you can see there the Cheetu still shooting HE, which is good because he only does 2 damage, and it leaves me to get the kill. So 4 kills for me, 3 kills for the Black Prince. So together I finish on 2.9k damage, 106,000 credits with mission, 4 kills, we get the ace, we get the top gun. Fair play to the Churchill gun carrier, because he done, let's wait for it, over 3k, I think it was 3.5k whenever, yep, 3.5k, 3 kills for him, 1200 XP, only a first class, he did deserve the ace, but look at that, together, 3, 4, 5, 6,500 damage between us, and only 1,000 damage for the rest of the 5, so that is the Hafen. Do I think it's worth it? It's 10,000 gold to buy this tank, so it is quite a hefty price to pay for a tier 7 medium tank. 10,000 gold. Now this has also come for sale with the other Valkyrie tanks such as the Lupus and the Edelweiss and the Nameless, and you could buy them all for 26,900 gold. If you was going to think about buying one of these tanks, I would personally go for the Lupus, even though it's ugly, but it's a nice tank. It really is a strong tank, and in fact it's my highest win rate tank out of 322 tanks. So it's just a shame that all 3 of these tanks that we had before are 8,500, but this one is 10,000, so it's a bit steep for me to buy it. But if you do buy it, you're getting yourself an okay tank. But for now, I'm Easy69, and I'll catch you soon. Bye bye.